And welcome back to Let's Play Kuni, reading more so, episode 5. So, I was doing a little bit of searching about that beware thing. It is important for something I didn't really understand, which I mean is a good thing, right? The spoilers. A pale cloak, anyways, cloud cover. Pale cloak that's light is light as a veil of mist. The wearer becomes a blur in his enemy's peripheral vision. Shirt chest on Old Smoky. Stripy cloak. This cloak's dark stripes are rather too striking to wear about town, but out in the field they actually serve to make one less visible. Chemical Cauldron. Sea Breeze Cloak. Mantle imbued with the awesome power of the ocean. Is aware to channel the energy of nearby waves. Castaway Cove Peddler. Diva's Mantle. This glamorous garment gives the wearer a certain sense of superiority. Entirely unfounded, of course. Unknown. Breezy Cloak. This dainty garment, billows on the faintest of breezes, catching light and producing a wonderful shimmer. Kagul. By the Chemical Cauldron up there, by the way. Kagul, allegedly woven from the hairs of a ghost. This garment's eerie appearance does not endear its wearer to onlookers. The Quartermaster Store Hamlin. Green Man's Cloak. Beautiful green cloak, colored using herbal dye. Yeah, that also gives it a wonderful calming fragrance. A treasure chest in the Vault of Tears. Eagle Eye Cloak. A pure blue cloak with a truly captivating beauty. Wizards who don't usually wear blue look good in this garment. Chemical Cauldron. Champion's Cloak. Once worn by an ancient warrior, this cloak gives the wearer an air of unmistakable courage. A Chemical Cauldron. Phantom Mantle. Cloak that's been enchanted so as to reflect light, rendering its wearer nigh invisible. Chemical Cauldron. Aurora Cloak. Beautiful garment decorated with twinkling stars, ferrules in the breeze to display a vista much like the aurora after which it was named. Yule Peddler. Necromancer's Mantle. Despite being black to the night itself, this cloak's ability prevents the wearer from being enveloped by darkness. Treasure chest. Dusk Mantle. Steep orange cloak puts one in the mind of the setting sun, warming both body and soul. Pretty Peddler. Beast Hide Cloak. Cut from the hide of a predatory beast, this cloak makes no sound as it flutters in the breeze for those who do not wish to be noticed. Treasure chest. Second Cloak. A near weightless blue cloak said to ensure fair winds for its wearer. Chemical Cauldron. Okay, so it is necklaces and stuff. Heavenly Mantle. Reportedly worn by messengers of heaven, this lustrous garment allows the wearer to move with otherworldly grace and speed. It's like, wait, is that like the guild symbol or something? But I guess it's just a diamond cut up. Fangs, decorative items whose natural sharpness can intimidate one's foes. Giant's Tooth. This tooth can be used to attack an enemy directly. It's more commonly used as a material for making other weapons. Master stored in a veil. Treasure chest. Poison Fang. This venomous tooth of a magical creature. Wiping it clean will not stop the flow of poison, so be sure to handle with care. Chemical Cauldron. Beast Fangs. Said fang is taken from a bloodthirsty wolf. Dagger sharp and capable of shredding enemy flesh effortlessly. Treasure chest in Golden Grove. Nyx and Gnashers. These white teeth do not appear especially dangerous. Enemies dread their spirit-sapping abilities. I guess that's what Nyx means. Unknown. Swordtooth Ring. Made from teeth that sap the victim's vitality, this ring is best worn by wizards who have the courage to engage their enemies head-on. Bone Rangers train treasure chests. Is it? I guess that must be an enemy? Piercing Fangs. Punching a hole in the thickest iron plate. These sharp fangs will strike fear into even the most well-armored enemy. Quartermaster Store, Hamlin. Skullfang Ring. Sinister ring made from the fangs of a terrifying monster. In whose vice-like jaws, many a man suffered a slow and agonizing death. Treasure chest. Dragon's Stone Ring. Dragon's Tooth Ring. Made from needle-sharp dragon teeth, this ring allows the wearer to focus on an enemy's weak spots, improving accuracy. Megaliths. Treasure chests. Soulfang Necklace. Necklace that drains energy from the souls of enemies, and uses it to strengthen the bond between wearer and familiar. Chemical Cauldron. Devil's Fang. A single black fang curled into a ring, unsettling to look at, brutally effective at breaking down enemies' defenses. Treasure chest on the Tombstone Trail. Wolf Fangs. Sharp white fangs that are permanently cold to the touch. Chill they exude causes enemies to lose their will to fight. Yule Peddler. Human Fangs. These monster fangs has pierced countless veins, tasting enough blood to turn the enamel a perfect crimson. Alchemical Cauldron. Worm Fang Rings. Ring carved from the fangs of the dragon, titanic skeleton now forms a mountain range. Chemical cauldrons. Griffin's teeth. A necklace adorned with a teeth that... How is that? A worm. I don't know. That adorned with the teeth that line the beak of a griffin, king of beasts. Though not especially large, they nevertheless inspire awe. Treasure chest and nevermore. Fiend Fang. Single tooth believed to bring suffering, calamity to those who touch it. Be sure to handle with great care. A treasure chest in the Miasma Marshes. Horror Fang. Fang taken from a beast that resides in poisonous swamps. Single dog that venom within is sufficient to kill a grown man. Unknown. Star Eater's Fangs. The fang of a monster that fed on the stars themselves. Nothing can dim its glow, and indeed it shines brighter as the darkness grows. Unknown. Medals. Honorary badges that may be that have graced the breast of many a great wizard. Medal of Valor. Tiny badge with a golden gleam. It serves to remind the wearer that courage is not the sole preserve of the physically imposing. What? Treasure chest. Anyways. Medal of Impunity. This medal's permanent shine makes it unsuitable for those who wish to keep a low profile. Chemical cauldron. Medal of Strength. Some metal imbued with an otherworldly power. Merely touching it sends strength and vigor coursing through one's veins. Castaway Cove Pillar. What am I doing? Medal of Dexterity. Forged on a celebrated warrior, this medal's fine craftsmanship is proof the steam in which he was held. Chemical cauldron. Medal of Agility. A medal blessed by a warlock deity, it rouses the wearer's spirits even during the most grueling of battles. Surprising the casino is a treasure chest in the glittering grotto. Medal of Fortitude. Decorated with a swirling whirlpool, this medal commemorates those who stay true in their belief in the midst of chaos. Treasure chest. Medal of Steadfastness. Umbrella logo. A medal with an impregnable surface. Protection it grants its wearer is most effective when placed over the heart. Chemical cauldron. Badges. Powerful accessories that grant aid during battle and add a dash of flair to one's appearances. Brinkman's Badge. Badge that provides a sudden rush of strength in the moment of dire need, inspiring the wearer to fight until the very end. Treasure chest. Berserker's Badge. This badge boasts offensive capabilities but leaves the wearer vulnerable, so we hope that attack is indeed the best form of defense. To Chemical cauldrons. Avenger's Badge. A badge that converts pain into power. Its back is night and it's the thrilling aroma of a forbidden fruit. A treasure chest on the Tombstone Trail. Barrier Badge. Badge that creates a transparent barrier around the wearer. Is a proud reputation as a defensive accessory. Alchemical Cauldron. Bastion Badge. When the abyss beckons, this badge allows the wizard to dig in its heels, turning potential disaster into an opportunity. Chemical Cauldrons. Ironclad Badge. A magical badge that grants protection to its wearer, greatly increasing defensive power when guarding. Chemical Cauldron. Bravado Badge. This badge gives its wearer a certain swagger, making it useful for those who lack the belief to cast spells with confidence. The Master Store, Alma Moon. Barboots. Braggart's Badge. This jade green badge makes the wearer feel impossibly strong. Which surprisingly, it actually does make one's attacks more powerful. Master Store, Alma Moon. Battler's Badge. Made from extremely tough materials, this badge gives one's defensive abilities a slight boost. Master Store, Alma Moon, Treasure Chest. Element Badge. Together with a curious enchanted crest, this badge grants its wearer supreme stubbornness. Master Store, Alma Moon. Bracer Badge. A badge decorated with a shield by many wizards as a simple protective charm. A Chemical Cauldron. Hard-Headed Badge. Badge that depicts an iron helmet. It is said to protect the wearer's skull even in the absence of traditional headgear. Chemical Cauldron. Hot-Blooded Badge. Place of the heart, the badge fills its wearer passion, so instills a burning sense of justice. Treasure chest. Fire Seal. Glowing badge emblazoned with the image of a roaring flame. So not to protect the wearer from fire-based attacks. Castaway Cove Peddlers. Water Seal. Drawn with the image of single droplet of water, this badge grants the wearer protection from water-based attacks. Treasure chests. Storm Seal. Here with the image of a swirling winds, this badge protects the wearer from storm-based attacks. A Chemical Cauldron. Scales. Though formed from all manners of materials, the scales show a natural robustness. Sturdy scale. Extremely hard scale that's nigh on impossible to bend or break. It is also completely waterproof. Master Store, Alma Moon. Stalwart Scale. Made from an especially hard scale, this defensive item strengthens the bond between wizard and familiar. Chemical Cauldron. Steel Scales. Made from polished steel, able to withstand most blows. These scales are also highly resistant to fire. Countermaster Store, Hamlin. Storm Serpent Scales. Thick, scary scales taken from the hide of a great serpent. Some wizards have been known to use them as a rudimentary form of armor. Whatever. A treasure chest in the Vault of Tears. Shadow Glass Scale. A black scale made from one of nature's hardest materials. Increases owner's command over the power of darkness. Chemical Cauldron. Deep Blue Scale. That a beautiful blue color. This eye-catching scale allows a wizard to command great masses of waters with ease. Chemical Cauldron. Salamander Scale. Though it contains an inextinguishable magic flame, the scale is not hot to the touch. It greatly improves one mastery of fire. Chemical Cauldron. Shining Scales. Gleaming hammer scales that grant the wearer greater control over the forces of light. Heredita's Peddler. Treasure Chests. Worm King Scale. I have charm made from the scale of a king of dragons. Such scales are shed but once a century and therefore very rare. Chemical Cauldron. It's better, I guess. Okay, teachings for aspiring wizards. Means of transportation part 1. Non-wizards have long been forced to rely on vehicles to carry them to their destination. Setting names introduce some of the more common modes of transportation currently in use. It's advised to read the information contained herein. One cannot predict when circumstances nixing, dismemberment, or warm loss, but 3 magnets the use of such infernal contraptions as those here described. Cloud Sweeper's saddle, drive wheel, wings, broom. Wizards, of course, do not require magical assistance to fly through the air. In times gone by, wizards would not have countenanced trouble by any means other than broom. Last stage has changed, and now young wizards insist upon using half magical, half mechanical contraptions known as Cloud Sweepers. Sweepers require only the merest dash of magic to get them off the ground, and experienced magic users and even non-wizards able to ride them with gay abandon. Give credit where it is due. An enterprising engineers have gone so far as to attach guns in the front of their Cloud Sweepers and aim to attack enemies while in midair. Recognize limitation of the traditional wizard's broom. Quartermaster's Store. Please tell me. Yes. Quartermaster's Store is a chain of shops which are well known for their range of weapons and armor as for their eccentric crow-obsessed owners. Close you see that even the shops themselves have been made to look like corvids in mid-flight. Each Quartermaster's Store is different, and many items that can only be purchased at a given branch. Since young wizards' journeys are invariably punctuated by monsters encounters, new wizards the Quartermaster's Stores to stock up on weapons and equipment are a must. While there you may wish to muse upon a question that's puzzled wizards for generations, namely, the mysterious Quartermasters actually crows. Weapons and armor. While the Quartermaster's stock lists are extensive, there's a great deal of equipment that cannot be bought at their store. Some of this equipment is highly rare and certain of the items are wholly unique. Items include pistols that allow one to unlock open locks from a distance, harps that attacks when enemies are plucked. Should you be fortunate enough to come across such rare items, do not be afraid to use them in the field of battle. The wizard has nothing to fear from material objects. Chapter 4. Provisions. A well-provised wizard, in times of direst needs, be helped upon his fellow man, his every wish exceeded. Basic provisions. Sundry useful items, most of which have restorative or corrective effect. White bread, restorative. Freshly baked white bread, just a thing for hungry wizards. Hootiques, sunshines, bartenders, and others. Treasure chest. Sandwich, restorative. Mouth-watering sandwich packed with juicy meat. Sure to put a spring in your step. Castaway Cove Peddler and elsewhere. Sprout Cogs and others. Treasure chests and alchemical cauldrons. Fish burger, restorative. Fillet of fresh fish, lightly breaded, deep-fried, and served in a crusty bun. Lumberwoods, sea nads, waters, treasure chests, alchemical cauldrons. Cheeseburger. Sort of a thick, handmade beef patty served in a bun with crispy lettuce and fresh tomato. You own that fresh tomato. Anyways. Hootiques, Mighty Mites, and others. Treasure chests, alchemical cauldrons. Tonics, restorative. Herbal elixir that's extremely effective at easing one's aches and pains. Treasure chests, alchemical cauldrons. Tikka Mahil La Curry. The Fury's secret blend of spices account for its great propriety. The Raj Mahal. Moon. Really? Pixie Dew, restorative collected from the leaves of an enchanted forest. This dew converts mind and body. You peddlers and elsewhere, boogeymen and others, treasure chest, alchemical cauldrons. Sprite Dew, restorative, an enchanted liquid that has the power to heal the deepest of wounds. Turnkeys and others, treasure chests, chemical cauldrons as a casino prize. Iced coffee, restorative. Ice cold milky coffee. Uniquely refreshing and a great aid to clear thinking. Boutiques, turbans, hippophile, and others, treasure chests. Strong coffee, restorative, invigorating cup, a black coffee that restores a certain amount of magical power. Castaway Cove, Peddler, and elsewhere, Nagilisks and others, treasure chests, chemical cauldrons. Cappuccino, restorative. Frosty coffee that brings clarity to the mind and restores one's magical power. You Peddler and elsewhere, Gob Forsakens and others, treasure chests, and alchemical cauldrons. Espresso's restorative. Rich, deep espresso bitter enough to blow away the cobwebs and get the synapses firing. Treasure chest, alchemical cauldron. Nostrum. Restorative. A mysterious and curiously pungent serum that greatly restores magical power. Treasure chest. Sage's Secrets. Potent tonic developed by a team of sages to restore a wizard's mind and body. Treasure chest, alchemical cauldrons. Great Sage's Secret. Restorative and miraculous medicine created by fairies at the behest of a legendary sage. Treasure chest as a casino prize. Wizard's King's Secret. Restorative. Potion so potent it is thought that the Wizard King himself had a hand in its creation. Unknown. Phoenix Feather. Well, I knew it. Reviving. Feather of the legendary phoenix and has the power to restore consciousness. Boutiques, Bubuds, Crowhawks, and others, treasure chests. Phoenix Tear, reviving. Phoenix Tear shed upon the battlefield, fully restores consciousness and health, treasure chest. Phoenix Breath, a miraculous vapor stored in a fallen pouch. Opening, it restores vitality to fallen allies, treasure chests, alchemical cauldrons. Poison Be Gone, corrective. Relief that cures the effects of poison and purges the body of residual toxins. Boutiques, Obscurberoses, Crowhawks, and others, treasure chests. Nyx Be Gone, corrective. Rush that sweeps away the effects of evil using in ceremonies to cure Nyxed wizards. Boutiques, Major Brides, Lotus Bubuds, and others, treasure chests. Confusion Be Gone, corrective. A strike from the hammer restores clarity to a person's mind and eliminates all confusion. Boutiques, Lesser Spotted Naiades, Flores, and others, treasure chests. Sleep Be Gone, corrective. An alarm clock with a unique pitch that's sure to wake one from the deepest ship. Sleep. Boutiques, Manglerfish, Stabberwockies, and others. Soul Be Gone. Corrective. Power that reverses the effect of petrification, helping a patient to move again. Boutiques, Ghost Whispers, Najaparadas, and others, treasure chests. Curse Be Gone. Corrective. Crystalline water, whose blessed purity can lift the deepest of curses. Boutiques, Babby's ex-girl, what? And others, treasure chests. Blindness Be Gone. Corrective. A pear that glows brightly through the darkest nights and restores sight to blinded allies. Boutiques, Lickety Splatoos, Wacka Robots, and others. All Be Gone. Corrective. No to any ailment, unconsciousness is not an ailment, as any wizard should know. Madcap's ex-girlfriends and others. Treasure chests, alchemical cauldrons. Ingredients. These staples are used in the preparation of provisions and treats for familiars. Bumbler honey. Ingredients. Bumblers spend their days harvesting nectar to provide this wonderfully aromatic foodstuffs. Boutiques, Worker Bumblers, Soldier Bumblers. Dumpty Egg. High nutritious spherical egg that's an essential ingredient in many staple dishes. Boutiques, Minor Bards, Ouroboroses. Crispy lettuces. Ingredient, common garden vegetable whose crispiness adds light to every bite. Boutiques, Hello Balloons, Insides. Crunchy carrot. Ingredient, slightly sweet carrot that's just perfect for eating raw. Boutiques, Little Bighorns, Jabbers, Stabbers. Fluffy rice. Ingredients, gleaming white rice cooked till fluffy and tender, popular side dish. Boutiques, Rhino Schnorrs, Ice Queens, Bone Rangers, and others. Tender beef. Ingredients, soft red meat whose high fat content ensures that it melts in the mouth. Boutiques, Rhinosaurs, Rhinobores, and Sorboars. Cranberries. Ingredients, ripe mouth-watering berries that are fully deserving of the royal names. Eldritch Empresses and others, alchemical cauldron. Babana. Green, brightly colored fruit that grows in bunches on large-leaved trees. Boutiques, green bunchers, yellow bunchers, and others. Big banana. Green is the king of bananas, turns bright red when ripe, at which point its flavor is truly blissful. God-forsakens and others, and alchemical cauldron. Creamy milk, ingredient a thick milk of the type that's rarely tasted in modern cities, a treat for traveling wizards. Hootiques and Tokos, monoliths, sponge buds, and others. Yogurt, ingredients, sages agree that this healthy dairy product has all sorts of positive effects on the body, infecting it with bacteria. Hootiques, drongos, airheads, light shades, and others. But I think that's enough for this episode. In a lifetime. Except we still have more to read, but I have to go. So, if you... I don't have to... Whatever. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. See ya!